this proposal from Labour is what I call verbal baby food. I think I've said what the answer is. It's relatively straightforward. It's a three-point plan. It starts with detain, and then it's followed by deport, deport, deport. These people, as you quite rightly say, are coming here illegally, and they're breaking the law. Most of them, as you quite rightly say, are economic migrants. They're not asylum seekers. It's quite extraordinary what we're doing here. I mean, ultimately, we should put the principle first, and then all of the detail follows. And the principle is, if you come here illegally, you don't stay. The Australians have done it successfully. People don't come to Australia, and they're never allowed to settle there if they come there illegally. People then don't come. As you quite rightly say, they're coming across safe countries. I mean, this is doing untold damage to our country. And as a nation, we now have to treat this as a national emergency, and we have to put in place some extreme measures. And as you quite rightly say, we need to find somewhere to put them. Personally, I'd put them on a West Coast island, give them a bowl of porridge every day, and let the midges do the rest. But I honestly, I don't agree with the policy at the moment. I don't trust Keir Starmer, a human rights lawyer, to deal with this. I don't trust Yvette Cooper. I actually think a lot of the information that I'm uncovering through my parliamentary questions is actually shocking the ministers, Matt. I don't think they know what's going on in their name. The civil service does, but I don't think the ministers do. I think we have an incompetent bunch of ministers who are not fit to be governing the country, and the circles are being run round them by what I call a malign civil service, which is not only overstaffed, but also it's not serving the interests of the British people who they're supposed to be looking after.
Yeah, I mean, Rupert, we do know from analysis in recent months that the asylum crisis is costing the British taxpayer £5.4 billion at least every year, which means by the time that we get to the next general election, you know, if you were to take that as a yearly estimate from the year 2018, when the small boats crisis really began, the British taxpayer would have spent somewhere in the region of £54 billion trying to deal with this broken asylum system. And they're waking up, as this morning, reading about £3,000 a day for clothing, for food, for winter warmth, for people breaking our laws. But at the same time, we're taking winter fuel payments off pensioners. We're treating British people in corridors. We're watching British people die in hospitals in crowded rooms where their family are not able to have the decency of privacy with their loved ones. And I think lots of people, for me, I'm speaking personally here, but I think the reason I talk about this crisis so much is because really it violates the British sense of fair play, the sense of fairness, that we all respect the laws, we all make contributions, but we expect others to do the same, not to break the law, to live according to our ways of life. Isn't it about that deeper sense of fairness that is really what this crisis is about?
Well, totally, Matt. And you know, I honestly, we have no idea how many of these people are here illegally. As you know, there was some research the other day in London suggesting that there were up to sort of 12 illegal migrants, you know.
1 in 12, yeah.
12, yeah, 1 in 12 were there. I mean, at the end of the day, we can't go on accommodating this. It will destroy the fabric of our country. And we are decent people. We obviously don't want to see people in distress. And if they are genuinely asylum seekers, there should be a mechanism to help them. But this is not. This is being abused. Today I've spoken to whistleblowers who are telling me of the ineptitude of the Home Office when it comes to managing the hotels that these people are all being put in, damaging the structure and fabric of our various communities, and as you know, loitering outside schools. At the end of the day, the fact is the Home Office staff are so incompetent, I think they're being ripped off by a lot of the service providers who are running rings around them. You know, most of them are not people with commercial experience. They're not looking after taxpayers' money. And you know, obviously we could reduce the costs a lot more if we had an efficient government. But the bottom line is they should be putting the interests of the British taxpayers first. We're the people who built this country into what it is. And these people are coming here illegally, Matt. Illegal means illegal. It means illegal.